Happy 2019. Welcome back to the Alive and Fearless Monday blog videos. We are excited to have you in 2019, and in 2019 I want to start the first Alive and Fearless Monday video by explaining a concept which we call circle of life, which consists of 5 areas which are so important that we often miss out a few areas and we are just focused on 1 or 2 areas, which does not help us live an alive and fearless life. And in the last blog video of 2018, we discussed the question, what do we really want? Right? This is a question which everybody has. What do I really want? And I'm going to kind of touch on that quickly in this video. So let's begin. The question, what do we really want, is we all want more happiness. We all want more health, and we want to live a meaningful life. So if you've not watched this video, you can go back and watch the video in the last Alive and Fearless Monday video. But basically what this means is we all want to live a happy, healthy and meaningful life. But we often find happiness, health in different things which are really not important. And we might find happiness but lose out on health. And if we find both, we really need a meaning to move forward in our life, something which is substantial, something which calls us, drives us. And in this video, we want to continue with the circle of life, because when we talk about being happy, healthy and meaningful, we want that in our life. And when we talk about life, often, just to talk about my childhood, I was trained or conditioned that told many number of times that you have to study, you have to study. And why do I have to study? Because you need to get a secure job and you need to settle down and you need to earn an income. And most of the time, as we see today also, is focused on education and is focused on getting a secure, high-paying income job. But often in the pursuit of this, we forget a lot of other areas of life, which basically which makes up the entire circle of life. So what is the first area in the circle of life? Is personal development. Now I understand personal development is when we go to school, there is a lot of personal development happening, but we split it into 2, one being academic education and the second being self-education, self-development, personal growth, which often in the pursuit of getting marks and studying and exams and certificates, we forget to develop our own self. And I realized that when I was moving in my academics and I said, I don't want to become an engineer, for those of you who know the story, and I moved out to personal development, I realized that the academic pursuit of doing psychology or getting certificates really is not helping me, and I had to begin my own personal development to live a life, to live a happy, healthy and meaningful life. The second area is in the circle of life is health. So, we are so focused on study, job, success, income, that we lose out on health, which is very important as an area. You need to focus on health, you need to focus on exercise, you need to focus on your diet, your breathing, your sleep, and a lot of other areas which the body as a vehicle that drives your life, if that's damaged, if you have diseases, if you have aches and pains, it's not going to work. All the other areas will get impacted if these 2 areas are not working as they should be working. Which brings up to the third area. So when I studied and the whole pursuit was to get a good job, which is basically the area of work, and that's all good, that's nice, we need to be working, and that is where all the focus today is being given. Work, income. And if you see a person's life, working person's life, in 24 hours they'll be probably focused 18 to 15 hours at work, thinking about work, income, business, job, employment, getting a different job, jumping jobs. It's all rotating around work, but hardly we focus on personal development and health. And that impacts your work big time, because if you're not upgrading your mind, your personal skills, if you're not focusing on energy, vitality, strength, flexibility, being able to do more work in less time, then work gets impacted. And once I got to working, and then I got married, and then I had kids, that is the time where I realized that, hey, it's not really just personal development, health and work, but there is also the fourth area, which is marriage and parenting. And marriage and parenting, I mean, when people are working and focusing on these two when they get married, and if they don't find a spouse which is complementing them, and if there are conflicts in marriage, if they marry the wrong spouse, if they are not happy in their marriage, man, it definitely impacts all the remaining areas, right? All the three areas. When you have kids, different but very important area. When marriage is in trouble, you see that the kids are affected the most, right? And if you are not able to parent your kids the way they are supposed to in the 21st century, then ultimately it gets, there are quarrels in the marriage, you're fighting with your spouse, there's difference of opinion, there are other people involved, and parenting goes for a toss, which stresses out marriage, which often stresses out your health, which gets impacted in your work. And you cannot do anything about all these four areas if you do not constantly, consistently upgrade your mind, which is basically the first area, personal development. So in this blog video, in this Alive and Fearless blog video, Monday this week, focus your attention on all the 5 areas. If you're not married, get married. Make sure you marry the correct person who loves you, who gets connected with you, who can share your wins and losses, and who really understands you and is a partner to you in life. If you have kids, you're married, it's good. Make sure you have an awesome marriage and you have love and connection in marriage. And when you have kids, make sure this does not impact your parenting. And we see that if you are struggling in any of these areas, it is a ripple effect on the other area. So why am I saying this? Because I see so many clients, coaching clients, and we do trainings where people are not focused on other areas. So the primary focus that we get is work, is only work. And then sometimes people talk about their health. When they are sick, they fall sick, then they go to the doctor. There is no precaution. There is no proactive taking care of my health area. And again, marriage and parenting, always we get questions when it's challenging, when the child is already on drugs, or the child is not listening, or the child is in rehab, or the marriage is going through a divorce, or there's extramarital affairs, or there is disruption in marriage. That is when we start thinking about it and start going for help. So my invitation to you in this first video, first Monday of 2019, is sit down and create this circle of life and understand what is missing. How much energy and time are you giving to each area? Are you doing justice to your parenting and marriage? Are you spending enough quality time with your spouse and kids? Are you only just focusing on work, 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 work? And we have people who are working 7 days a week and they hardly get time out. How much time are you spending on personal development? Are you reading a book? Are you attending seminars? Are you taking a course? And what are you really doing on your health? Now, when we talk about health, people say, oh no, I walk to work, and yeah, I'm doing a little bit of walking here and there, but that's not health. There is a whole huge domain of health which you need to focus on. And we've been focusing on all these areas in 2018, primarily personal development, work, marriage, and parenting. In 2019, we're going to add the health part in our blog videos, Alive and Fearless Monday. We're going to help you also with your health, as in what are the few steps that you can take, what are the do's and don'ts in terms of your dieting, in terms of exercise, what can you do without medical intervention, where you don't need to eat medicine or wait for some breakdowns. So it's a holistic 2019, and I am happy that we are here. You're connected with me. Thank you so much for all the love and support. If you have any questions regarding these 5 areas, the circle of life, which we call it, and if you are interested in living a happy, healthy, and meaningful life, make sure you keep connected with us. We have a program coming up in 2019, which will help you in all the 5 areas. We understand it's a network of areas and you need a holistic solution. rather than just work on one solution at a time. So we're coming up with that program. So stay connected. Make sure you're connected to all our social media, and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Share it with your friends and family. Stay alive, stay fearless, dream big, stay strong. I'll see you soon in the next Alive and Fearless Monday.